Hi guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 10 of season 1 of Scream Queens. Now, if you haven't seen the episode yet and you don't want to be spoiled, you might want to stop watching the video, watch the episode, and then come back after you're done. Because we do find out a pretty big thing in this episode. But if you don't care about spoilers, keep watching. The episode starts off with Chanel telling Chad that she killed Hester, so now she can go to Chad's family's house for Thanksgiving. Chad wants to see the body, so Chanel takes him to the meat locker, but when they get there, Hester's body is gone. Chad tells Chanel that Hester might still be alive and might want to get revenge on Chanel. I think at this point, it was pretty clear that Hester was still alive. Gigi and the Red Devil are spending Thanksgiving together. I thought it was pretty funny when Gigi asked the Red Devil, "Are you going to talk at all?" And they just shook their head no. Gigi thanks the Red Devil for spending Thanksgiving with her and calls the Red Devil her family. Which makes me wonder what happened to Gigi's real family. Chanel number 3 goes to a hotel to spend Thanksgiving with her family. When she gets there, her father and brother tell her to sit in the back with the help while they eat and watch TV. Chanel number 3 then decides to leave and tells her family that she will no longer be spending any family occasions with them. I really felt bad for Chanel number 3 in this scene. Her family seems really terrible. I mean, her mom seems okay. Chanel number 3 returns to Kappa and is surprised by Dean Munch, who is carving a turkey. Chanel number 3 asks Dean Munch why they just don't have Thanksgiving dinner at Kappa. Dean Munch says yes, but only if they can play charades after. And Chanel number 3 agrees. Wes calls Grace and asks her where she is, because she said she would stop by and say bye to him before leaving with Zayday. Grace tells her father that her and Zayday are going to stay at Kappa for Thanksgiving with Dean Munch and Chanel number 3. Grace invites Wes to join them, and Wes says he will if it's okay with her, and she says that it is. Chanel is at Thanksgiving with Chad's family, and they go around the table to say what they're thankful for. Chad's family is just like him. Then the butler appears and says there's a new guest, and then Hester walks in. You can tell at this moment that things are about to get very interesting. Hester tells Chad's family that she's pregnant with Chad's baby, but Chad's mom doesn't believe her, and she also insults Hester. Dean Munch tells everyone that they will make guesses to who they think the Red Devil is, and she accuses Chanel number 3. She tells everyone that on the night the Red Devil attacked Kappa with a chainsaw, she saw Chanel number 3 sneak back into her room in a way that made it seem that she didn't want to be seen. After Dean Munch accuses Chanel number 3, Chanel number 3 accuses Dean Munch. Well, we know that the Red Devil with the chainsaw was Boone, so I guess we can believe Chanel number 3 when she said that she just didn't want anyone to see her go into the bathroom. Chad's father asks Chanel how much it will cost for her to leave Chad, and he also calls her trash. Chanel goes to Chad to tell him what his father said, but Chad says it might be best if Chanel does leave, because since Hester's there too, it just is a little bit too much. Chanel number 3 is about to say why she thinks Dean Munch is the killer, but then Chanel number 5 shows up and she tells everyone that she forgot that her parents didn't tell her they were going away for Thanksgiving. Chanel number 3 tells Dean Munch that she saw her eating a bologna sandwich, which Dean Munch is supposedly allergic to. Then Wes accuses Grace of being the killer. How could a father accuse their own daughter of being a killer? Parents are supposed to trust their kids. Wes wants to talk to Grace, and Chanel number 5 starts accusing Grace too. Chanel number 3 and Chanel number 5 tell everyone that they saw Grace at Kappa on the day that Melanie was burned with acid. Wes tells Grace that he saw her talking with the Red Devil, but Grace says that that was Pete in the mascot costume. Then Wes agrees that Grace is not the killer. But then Pete accuses Wes of being the killer. Chad's family is playing Pictionary against Chanel and Hester. And during the game, Chad's family is basically insulting Hester. Chanel apologizes to Hester and calls her her sister and says she doesn't deserve what Chad's family are saying about her. She then insults Chad's family and decides to leave, and Hester decides to go with her. It's nice to see Chanel and Hester on pretty good terms now. Pete gives his evidence on why he thinks Wes is the killer. He tells everyone that he saw footage of Wes in the meat locker, but Wes says he was only there to get free meat. Pete then tells everyone that Wes is Boone's biological father, which is something Wes didn't know. Pretty big twist, and if Wes is Boone's biological father, and Boone was the boy baby, it's safe to say that Wes is also the baby girl's biological father, who is possibly the Red Devil killer, and the Red Devil killer is also Grace's half-sister. Interesting family dynamic. Wes tells Grace that he didn't know Boone was his son, and Grace tells him that she knows he didn't know, and that Pete won't call the police. Grace tells her father that even though the killer is her blood, her real family is Wes, Pete, Zayday, and even the Chanels. Yeah, she probably won't be thinking that if it turns out that one of those people are the killer. Chanel and Hester join the Thanksgiving dinner at Kappa. Dean Munch asks Wes if Gigi's going to join them, but Wes says that he doesn't know where Gigi is. Chad shows up and tells Chanel that his family's great, and he's only there because he knows they have turkey. Chanel number 3 and Chanel number 5 bring in the turkey, but when Chanel takes the lid off, everyone screams, and it's revealed to be Gigi's head. See, this is why you don't give a killer a carving knife. In the scene between the Red Devil and Gigi, the second Gigi gave the killer the knife, I was like, that's not gonna be a smart move. Well, that's it. Hard to believe that we just have one more episode next week, and then the week after is the season finale. I still kind of suspect Chanel number 5 is in on this somehow, just because her timing to join the dinner was in the middle of it, giving her plenty of time to leave Gigi and come back to Kappa. And I know in the promo for next week's episode, the Chanels are all locked in a mall and the Red Devil is outside, and you might say, Morgan, if you think Chanel number 5 is the Red Devil, then she can't be, because the Red Devil's right outside and she's with the other Chanels. Maybe, but who's to say there isn't a secret other person on the Red Devil team that we don't know about yet? I guess we'll find out. Bye.